What is an object? Objects seem so objectively real to us, physically existing in a three-dimensional space that seems to exist through the passage of time. It appears to have physical attributes. However, all these physical attributes are relative. So, what attributes does this or any object we could think of have intrinsically that are not relative? Its physical length is relative according to Einstein's theories, and its occupation temporally is relative according to Einstein's theories, but also how heavy it is relative to other objects. It could be heavy compared to one object, or it could be light compared to another one. And simultaneously, you could say the same of the object that it's relative to. They all objects seem to define each other in this way, and in this way seem to manifest each other. You could say it's relative with the temperature of it. You could say it's relative with how hard it is or soft, how wet it is or dry or porous or solid. Any description, any definition is contrasted against another's another object's characteristics. What can you say of an object that is not relative? Also, when we look at an object, where is the defined boundaries of said object, and who defines these boundaries? Are these boundaries a given? Are they objectively true with or without uh, an observer or a subject? Or um, are there no boundaries until it's being observed? Where are these boundaries? Will one person agree with another? If we zoom in to where we might call a boundary, we'll find that line very blurry and blurry and blurrier the more we zoom in. And we'll see that what we considered before the outside and the inside of the object, that there is transferring of energy and matter over that perceived boundary. In fact, if we keep zooming in, we'll see that there is energy and atoms everywhere. And we'll see that they're all behaving in unison with each other according to their own characteristics, which are relative to all of the other uh, characteristics of all of the other energy and matter. And then you could also say that 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 object and its relationship to its environment, which we could say is a unity, a unified uh, field of energy and motion and physics and matter, and it's all a dance together. And if we take that object and we look at it, we would normally consider this a noun, a thing. We can see that it's more of a verb because it's not really a static object that just exists as it is. It's actually a um, ever going process, a flow of of just change and becoming. You know, this is what we might call entropy in physics, but it's not. It's let's go beyond words here. I mean, this is what all of everything is apparently doing when we look at it closely. All objects are one happening, one verb with all other objects, where there aren't any real clear cut boundaries. And it's all happening, but also you could collapse that verb into an adjective because it's really just the way it appears to be happening. Because that flow is happening right now. The reason why we perceive it as a flow and a flux of all of this, whatever you might want to call it, which seems to manifest into objects, we can only call it a flow because it appears that way when we start to make discrete objects out of what appears to be happening. Oh, this was flowing, now it's over here, and then that flowed up like that. And but that whole history is because we've created this object, which is now down here, and now it's up here. But this object and the illusory flow of it here, these aren't the same objects. It's like a wave on the water. When you see the wave, we call it a wave, and it's like an object, and it looks like one continuous object that's going over the top of the water. But really, what's going on is the water molecules are rising here, lowering here, and then the ones next to it are getting excited and rising up and down. So every different part of the wave is completely new water molecules. It's an illusion that there's a static object that is moving. It's all happening right now. The illusion of motion and objects in space time is just a story of objects that are abstracted out of this infinite mystery. And even that's just saying way too much. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe. If you know anybody who might like this, then please share it. If you want to see a notification whenever I release new content, hit the bell button. And if you have anything you want to say, please comment down below. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.